Chicago ICE raids exposed left-wing ecosystem protecting criminal illegal migrants from deportations. It was still dark and cold at 5:30 a.m. Thursday when teams of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE officers hit the streets on targeted enforcement missions to arrest criminal illegal migrants. They call them the worst of the worst. The Post embedded with one team of federal ICE agents who admitted the task of identifying criminal migrants in the sanctuary city, which orders its local law enforcement not to help them. And actually making arrests can be like finding needles in haystacks. Further complicating matters, local activists, legislators, and school administrators in Illinois have been coaching migrants, including criminals charged with sex assaults, weapons violations, and worse, on their rights and how to evade ICE agents. Even those detained were fairly brazen. On Thursday, between 10 teams of about 10 agents each, ICE made only 2 arrests in Chicago after 5 hours on the ground. The Post witnessed Diego Antonio Montero, 24, a Venezuelan national who crossed illegally into the U.S. in May 2023 as he was arrested and put into a caged van by ICE agents. He was calm and composed and told ICE in Spanish he was not a criminal and was confident he'd go before a judge and be set free. His record shows otherwise. Chicago police had previously arrested him for criminal trespass, battery, and aggravated assault with the use of a deadly weapon. All charges are pending before the Circuit Court of Cook County, Illinois. An arrest warrant was issued on April 22, 2024, but not honored. Sometimes it's a very uphill battle, Officer Sam Olson, a nearly 25-year veteran of ICE, told the Post as he drove to the first target. We have their information because they were previously arrested and booked in and fingerprinted somewhere, therefore we know they are here. But it's not as if we are getting notification if these criminal aliens are arrested. Nobody local will tell us that. Montero was also on the run from Homeland Security after he skipped out on a 2024 immigration hearing. A judge ordered him removed from the U.S. Last August, ICE officers encountered Montero and arrested him. He was detained until November 7, 2024, then released into the Alternative to Detention program with a GPS tracking device. ICE picked him up Thursday after locating him via his ankle bracelet. ICE agents, who have been joined by agents from the DOJ, FBI, and ATF as a result of Trump and new border czar Tom Homan's demand for more arrests, call what they do in their early morning trips knock and talks. They arrive at a target's home or apartment at 6 a.m. or after, as they are not allowed to knock before that time. But at 2 stops in the Humboldt neighborhood, the targeted residents in the homes where ICE knocked knew not to open the door. Instead, at one house, 3 people gazed down from an upper floor window, seemingly unfazed by the presence of armed agents in bulletproof vests and loud walkie-talkies, knocking repeatedly at the front and side doors. After about 10 minutes of stalemate, ICE gave up and returned to their vehicles to go to their next scheduled stop. ICE officers rarely obtain warrants from federal judges for their knock and talks and can only arrest their targets if they open the door. Olson made clear his team is not picking up the wives or girlfriends of the criminals they are targeting. The Post saw ICE agents talking gently to one girlfriend of a man they attempted to detain to explain why they were there. Organizations in Illinois like Catholic Charities, La Voz Latina, and school administrators are holding workshops and making flyers and videos explaining to illegal migrants what their rights are and how to evade ICE. I do not wish to speak with you, answer your questions, or sign or hand you any documents based on my Fifth Amendment rights under the United States Constitution, reads text on cards being distributed in Chicago and elsewhere in the state. According to the city's welcoming letter, we have a responsibility to provide access to shelter, food, and medical care to everyone, regardless of immigration status. Many of our new arrivals have walked hundreds of miles, navigating great danger through multiple countries in pursuit of safety and opportunity in the United States. We are committed to assisting each family and individual, providing human services with respect and dignity. Chicago police are prohibited from questioning, arresting, or prosecuting individuals solely on suspicion of being undocumented, according to the City Office of Immigrant, Migrant, or Refugee Rights. Sanctuary cities like Chicago are making it very difficult, Homan, former head of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, told the Post Friday. I call everything they're doing how to escape ICE, but we're fighting back.